Good morning, guys. As probably none of you guys know, this is the continuance of the powerlifting video because I'm doing a powerlifting competition, and today is actually the day that I'm going to do that. So, first of all, I want to run through exactly what I'm going to be bringing with me so you can kind of understand maybe the things that you might need when you go on your first powerlifting competition. As you know, I talked about it in a previous video. And I will probably make this like a little video series. So today, in about 5 hours, 6, 7, 8, 9, in about 4 hours, probably in about 2.5, 3 hours, I'm going to be heading to the actual competition location, and that will be with usapl. It's a drug tested federation because I don't use performance enhancing anything. Just a bunch of coffee, that's about all I use. Actually, I don't use anything. I probably really don't drink. I can't remember the last time I drank, to be honest. So that being said, going through a couple things, first of all, that I'm going to be bringing with me, and then the other things will be the things that I'm going to be lifting with. Okay, so first of all, these are going to be little ammonia inhalants. So basically, this is like to set a PR or anything like that. Right before I go, you sniff these, you break these little suckers and you sniff it, and it kind of just clears your nasal passages, but kind of gets you a little bit excited about go ahead and hit some good lifts. So that will be something I bring with me, and I'm going to bring my tripod. I'll put links to anything that I am telling you about in the description below. I'm going to be bringing my tripod. I thought I was going to be bringing my son, but apparently he's going to be busy, so hopefully I can get some good video while I'm there. This is going to be my little cell phone attachment that goes to the top of the tripod. Also, in addition to that, I'm telling you about these things because, to be honest, these things you might forget about. This attachment goes to the back of my phone, and I can magnetize it to pretty much anything. I don't know if I have anything that's metal. You can see as it just magnetizes to anything, and I have a little plate on the back of my phone. I will put that in the link in the description below as well. That's like my little gym, I want to say gym buddy, but it's so funny because there's actually a name of one of those that's called Gym Buddy, and it kind of sucks. So that's the better one. In addition to that, I'll be bringing my water jug and filling that up with water. And let's see, anything else that's not weight related. I'm going to be bringing my massage gun, so in between, you know, lifting and stuff like that, working on some release. I'll also be bringing my foam roller to be rolling out before and after lifting. And what else do we got here? I'll be bringing that energy drink right there. Oh, and this may be something that you need, a mask, okay? Preferably a mask that you're used to lifting with, just so you know. And I know that sounds a little bit crazy, but the world is a little bit crazy right now. Now, moving on to the things that I'm going to be lifting with, the actual things that I'm going to be lifting with, and then I will sit down and talk with you about my openers. So when you do lift, you're going to have your equipment, anything that you're going to be lifting with you. And when you check in or whatever, they're going to ask, you know, what is the equipment? Let me see the equipment that you're using during the lift and stuff like that. So that being said, these are going to be my squat shoes, which is funny because they actually are in better condition than any of the shoes I own. If you see these versus my regular shoes, my regular shoes are jacked up. But I'll put a link in the description below to these. These are what I lift in all the time. I will say, make sure that anything that you're going to be using, I'm going to screw that up. Anything that you're going to be using in the competition, make sure you're used to using it. I will be doing all of that except for one discrete thing, and I think I'm going to be okay. I'm actually going to be using Deadlift Slippers, and I do not use Deadlift Slippers, but I use something very similar. It's called no shoes. I usually deadlift completely shoeless, so I take off my shoes and I just deadlift in socks usually. But these are actually cool. I think they were like only $11 or something like that. And they're very simple, and they sit flat on the floor, and they have nice grip on the bottom, and I'll put those in the link in the description below. You know what's funny is I have not actually put them on yet, so I probably should have done that. But worst case scenario, I was going to do it in, and you can see, very simple, very much like a sock. That's pretty much it. That's all they're going to be. But that's what you have to have. You can't deadlift in socks. My weight belt, this guy here, this little lever action RDX belt, I will put that in the link in the description below. In addition to that, what else we got here? I have my wrist wraps, and hopefully I got both of them. Should I have both of them? Yeah. Let's see here. Yep. Okay, so I got my wrist wraps here, which is funny because I don't believe you're able to use this little thumb thing, but so I won't be using that. These guys here, I'll put those in the link in the description below. You are able to use these as a raw lifter. Okay. Next is going to be my knee sleeves. Okay. Some of these items, I'll be completely honest, I'll do an update video at the end if any of the items get rejected. These are the Iron Bull knee sleeves. I used them actually recently, and in all honesty, I was super impressed. They fit amazing on the inside. They had this little gel and stuff, which is really cool. I actually enjoyed that a lot, and they did not slide around or anything. So I got two of those guys. Anything else that I'm going to be needing in here? Headphones. Don't forget your headphones, because if you're wanting to get in the zone and lift your own stuff, obviously before you get on the platform, this will be really good for you. So the singlet that I'll be wearing, is going to be in the link in the description below. Hopefully this thing fits, because I am like a ginormous human right now. And then underwear. You're going to need underwear, okay? And you're going to need a pair of whitey tighties to be able to weigh in, and also to be able to lift in. So make sure you do that. You cannot use wrist wraps. You cannot use not knee wraps. Knee wraps. You can't use knee wraps. I don't know why I went blank there. I have knee wraps sitting there, but I don't really use them. I think I used them one time because my knee sleeves were bad. But other than that, the only thing that I can think that you're going to need is going to be, and this will not be necessarily the one I'm bringing, is a cotton t-shirt. I'm probably going to bring a black version of this. So that is going to be pretty much it. If you have questions, please put them in the comment section below. Really quick before we go, let's talk about my openers. So I need to do a kilo conversion chart really quick, because we live in America and we don't really know much about kilos, to be honest. So kilo conversion chart. Let's see here. So my bench deadlift, squat. Okay? Start with my bench. My opener, I believe, is going to be 275.6 pounds. And the kilo conversion to that will be 125 kilos. 125 kilos. Because when you check in, you need your opener. So that's going to be something that you're going to need right away. And then the other stuff you can kind of change and stuff like that if at the last minute. And I'll talk more about the stuff as I go through the process and everything. My deadlift, I'm going to start at let's see here, where are we at? 540.13 pounds. 540.13. So the kilo conversion for that one is 245 kilos. And my squat, I'm probably going to open with 420. The reason I say that is because I hit it for a double recently, and it felt pretty damn good. So we'll go 420. So we'll put 420. Let's see where we got here. So we'll go 424.4. 424.4 pounds. And then kilos is going to be 192.5. 192.5 kilos. Okay? Now, I'm going to set some goals. All right, as far as like what I'm looking to achieve to be able to put up a good, decent total. So I will say that obviously everything's going to change as you go through. So I'm going to put goals. That would be the coffee. Goals. Squat. Bench. Dead. Lift. Okay, so that being said, my squat ultimate goal at this competition, I would say, would be 450. I'll be happy with 450. And what I'm going to do, my strategy is I'm going to hit my ultimate goal numbers on my second lift. Okay? I know that sounds like a crazy strategy, but these are numbers that I feel pretty damn confident that I can hit, if that makes sense. So for me, usually they say about 80-90% of your max. Well, you don't really know what your max is if you haven't been absolutely maxing out. Okay, so your opener should be about 80-90% and then 90-95% for the second one. What I'm going to do is I'm going to push to get my second lift to be my sunk in positive best. Okay, That way, if I'm pushing for a PR, like a crazy PR, I want that to be on the last lift, if that makes sense. Does that make sense? So, my goal for the squat is 450. My goal for the bench is 300. The reason I'm saying that is because pause bench is a lot different than gym bench, just touch and go. I recently did do a 275. I don't remember if I did it for a double or a single, but I did a pause bench for 275 and it felt okay. So the deadlift, I really just want to be at 600, and then I know I'm over that. My highest current PR for a squat was 435, but I did hit, and that's just for the single, but I did hit a 420 double recently, so it kind of tells me that I'm a little bit higher than 425 or 435, but again, there's no really way to tell until today. So bench, my all-time PR recently was 330. It's been a few months though. Bench is hard to max out on because I don't really lift with anybody. Usually it's by myself, and I can't really do that alone. And then my all-time PR for deadlift is 610, and that was just a few weeks ago, I believe. So those are my numbers, and wish me luck, you guys. I wish you luck on your competition. I'm curious what your total is below. I don't have a total yet, so my main objective today is just to get a total. It's not to do insane things. It's literally just to put something on the board so I can make sure that coming in the future, I have something that I can pass. So, wish you luck on your competition. Wish me luck on mine. Be stronger than your excuses. Remember to spread love, not hate. Drink your damn water. Hashtag Team Boo. Thank you so much for all the support. And I will check in probably at the actual competition. I'll be posting some videos from there too. So check out the playlist in the series. Bye guys. Oh, and all of the stuff that I'm using will be in the links in the description below.